Hi, Teresa with Indigo Moon Arts, working on our blending. I am about ready to finish the front of the bottle. We've added some enhancement to the back, and that's just to make it look aged, right? To go over some of what we've already done. Yeah, so I need to pull in a little bit of dark now. What we've done is we've pulled out the image. What are we missing? Can you tell? I wonder if I could hear you answer, what is missing? I know what's missing. A couple things missing, but what I notice on this bottle, most importantly, that is missing, we do not have any of that darker teal. It's a mid-colored teal. It's not a dark teal. It's not a light teal. And this particular paint that I'm using is in the same hue, but not the same color. I don't know if you all know about hue versus color. But anyway, a hue means it's the same, it's like a stain. It's in the same family of colors. I'm gonna go in and grab this. I have not cleaned my brush. And the reason I have not cleaned my brush is because I want the colors to blend. I'm not going for a harsh one color. I just dipped this in the over where I cleaned my gray off. So it's very thin layer of the dark gray that I was just using in the last video. And I'm going to go into my blue. Look, there we go. That's what was missing from our images, was a little bit. We need to capture the main four colors, 3 or 4 colors in any picture. And that's what we're doing right here. We missed grabbing the blue. We're gonna go up here because that's where it is. And we're tying it in. This is how we drown out the color. We pull it out, and how we lose the line. We lose the line of the image by doing everything that we're doing here, which is grabbing, and look, there's not even that blue here, okay? But by putting it there, it just continues on with the way that the picture is. It's okay. You don't need every placement. If you try to match everything on the border with your paint, you'd be here all day. We're not trying to repaint the picture. We're just trying to make it look like it fits together. That's what we're trying to do. And I want some of that green out here. Yeah, look at that. This is the fun. This is where I really start to have fun. I love the blending. I love the way it all comes together. We're starting, now that we're in the blending and we're going over with our stippling, we're starting to lose some of the stippling look. And what will happen is, by the time I'm fully blended, I already know there are some raised parts, so I will actually go back and touch up a little tiny bit with that white that we are now covering up. So you might think, why? She just added that white. Why is she going back over it to lose that white? And it's because I want to add the green. It's actually a teal. It's probably an aqua, because this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to add it. I'm trying to make it, you know, show up in other places where it wasn't. Look, it just makes the picture seem more real and more balanced. See what we've done? We made it lighter than it was when we started. It was very gray, very toned, washed out. And we're gonna pull this to the side. We need this to go out a little bit so that it ties in with the rest of the bottle. We're just putting it wherever we feel like. Oh, here's a spot, I like that. We're just adding it so it fits with the bottle, just ever so lightly. Here's some down here. Let's pull that green out to extend that image. Let's put some here on the other side of these pink flowers, right? We're just around. We're not being symmetrical. We're not looking here, 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 here. We're not doing 10 and 2. We're doing everywhere we want to go. Look at that. And it's now becoming a super blended bottle. And look, you're capturing some of that detail from the crown bottle. It's all working for us. It's working, it's coming together. And it happens in the end. It's the last things that you do that make the whole thing work, if that makes sense. That's why it's important to pay attention to the details. It's important to be loose. You're not being too structured, you're flowing, you're just moving wherever your little heart desires. Let's put some up here, yeah. Now, if I don't like something, I might go back and take it out because I just don't like it. But some of this is gonna be covered. It's going to be covered with our embellishments. It's going to be covered with our ribbon, but we don't know how all that's going to land yet. So because of that, we want to just be consistent in having the colors kind of everywhere on the bottle. And where I see where my eye is missing something, I'm going to go back and get that last. Now, while I'm doing this, I don't spend a lot of time on the back. People don't look at the back. It needs to fit, it needs to match, but it also isn't an area that requires a super, look at that. Oh, I just decided I wanted to do that, right here. I just want to pull out some of the texture of the bottle. When it dries, you're going to see less of it. And then the other thing I'm going to do on the back requires brown. It requires aging. Let's put a little aging in there. Aging. We're going to age the bottle a lot with the gilding wax. I'm going to do this. That puts like it's been rubbed off a little bit. That gives it some of its aging too. I don't like this. I'm not happy with this. It's too muted out. It's too much the same. So I'm going into my dark gray and I'm adding some stipples back to break up that gray. And I might even add some black. So I'm going to go into my black. I added a little bit of black. I'm keeping this brush dry. I'm keeping very little paint on it so that when I go in, I'm not putting big cloppity clumps, you know. And I do like the occasional swipey to make it look aged like that. I just ran the brush like this, very light, bloop, and then I just up, stretch it out a little bit. And that can help something look aged, but I need brown. Let me get back to here. What happens? Well, brown shows up in cracks and crevices, right? Okay, we're getting there. Gonna put a little brown on the top because the top, this is where we're aging the bottle strictly by adding some brown. Again, this will dry out a little bit. You know, do I want to do, I just love doing those little brushes, little brushy brushes. And I want to start separating the image. You know, I like that. That looks aged to me, right? Here, these corners. Corners are where stuff ages. So where dirt gets into the crevices. So we're going there. See what we're doing? We're brushing underneath some of these areas where it's the cracks and crevices where darkness happens. Look at that. Love that. And that's a bit of a reverse. We're adding, taking it off. Look. Ooh. Sometimes we just do something and it happens for us. I absolutely love that we're tying the texture of the bottle into it naturally. It's happening on its own. Right here, I want to pull out that line. Right here, same. It'll take your eye away from where the image and the bottle, where it stops. By putting that line there, that little bit of dark, you aren't looking at where the image was adhered. It's actually pulling your eye away. So I'd love to know what you're thinking. This would be great. I'm going to put a little brown and I'm going to stop this video because again, we're at 8 minutes and that seems to be about the max that Facebook likes to send on my wall. Anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.